Hello, this is Castle. Castle does. We got some Subnautica going on over here, and whoop, go back to the beginning of the video. Stop messing around, man. Trying to embarrass me. All right. So anyway, who am I talking to? I don't think there's anyone in here. Anyway, so I'm getting more geometry through the rest of not geometry. This is actually like art, past materials, kind of contouring the already existing geometry that's in place and kind of getting prepped up for like what I'm going to be doing for the giant crack is going to actually have like caves and stuff. It's fucking. It's not just a regular crack. It's a crack with porous holes and things. An explorer. It's going to have some explorer in it. So I think that's. I mean, it's kind of important, right? Yeah, see, everything just comes along pretty nicely with this. And actually, yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this whole thing done in one day. So I ended up doing all 4 batches, which actually translates if you count the top of the island. Uh, it's 8 batches in one day. Not really, technically, but it's 8 total batches that were loaded up. Trying to add like some extra like cool little swim into thingies. You know, gotta slap down some plastic castles in this, so all goldfish can swim in circles. All right, I'm not even making any sense. Anyway, yeah, this is now the kind of overhanging parts of the giant crack, which I mean, maybe I just wanted to be able to say on video "giant crack" like over and over again, because that's what happened here. Giant crack, giant crack, giant crack. Yeah, giant crack. So now I'm doing the subtractive method of having these sort of little zones that I can actually dig into. It's kind of weird, but it does actually work. Now that I have those in place, now I'm like super fast going through all these like little crevices, adding caves, adding explorable stuff. This crack is gonna be pretty fucking cool. A lot of players are just gonna like happen upon this because it's still in the safe shallows area. So this is one of the more prominent things that you'll ever run into in the safe shallows area. Oh, it's a little bit further out though, and then they have like an island right after that. So yeah, I don't know if any of this actually qualifies as spoilers though. Actually, encountering this stuff in game is going to be a completely different experience than watching me do it in the editor. Although, I highly recommend watching this after playing the game and actually being able to see like, oh, that's how that came along. That's what happened. That's what he was thinking. So, so I'm getting some of the green rock, which is going to be replaced. The green rock doesn't really make a lot much sense. It's got to be something else. Like, I don't know. Maybe the rock needs to look more like rock. It's going to be something else there. All I can say is that whatever we replace it with, it's going to look a lot better. Oh, sorry, lack of sleep. But anyway, uh, uh, get some more of the shells in place, kind of getting them to cooperate with the level of geometry, and yeah, yeah. All right, so I end up taking the cracks and then putting like the green material in between the cracks. So I'm not quite sure exactly what I want to end up doing ultimately with the cracks, because the cracks may actually lead into a giant cave underneath. But at least that's one of the things that was talked about. But once again, going back to the pacing thing, you don't want to have too much stuff in the first area. Like what's the rest of the game going to be like? So here's actual in-game footage. It's not indicative of anything that you will actually see. This is development, not really game uh, the gameplay will be this place will be populated with like creatures and things going on, but this is just raw geometry with no gameplay at all. And you know, if you can imagine like having all the extra detail from like props and things of that nature and creatures swimming around in here, I think that the giant crack actually is a pretty interesting. It's going to be a pretty interesting experience to find that thing. So right now I'm working on the island. Now I want to kind of have like a beach where like it's sort of sandy, kind of leading up, getting it to feel quite right. It's not really like a real island. It's more or less kind of like a uh, sort of like a feature that was sort of bashed up from the ground from like an earthquake or something. Your typical island tends to be kind of a like a dome where there's sort of like a fall off and then it drops down immediately after that. And in this, it's more or less just kind of like a cool place that you can get on top of that's above the water and actually has a view of the surrounding world, which, depending on the draw distance, can probably end up being a pretty impressive place. I think it'll be really cool. Getting on an island in this game reminds me a little bit of Wind Waker. So, going through each and every one of these cracks, uh, having that sort of green as an extra highlight, which is going to end up being a type of sandstone or something along those lines, something different. Uh, it's weird to see that, right? Like, I know it's going to be different, but I don't know what it's going to be. But I know it is, so I'm going to place it here just so it's easy for me to replace it later. Sort of preparation, make things go more smoothly. Alright, thank you for watching.